Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive, bringing you guys a brand new series today, and today we are diving into the Pokemon Blaze Black Hardcore Egglocke, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that is right, we are doing a Hardcore Nuzlocke as an Egglocke, and you right there, you sitting in your chair or on your phone or wherever you are, have the opportunity to send me an egg, and I'll break all that down throughout this video if you would like to send an egg for this series. But for those who don't know, Blaze Black, Volt White, they are called Drayano ROM hacks. They are some of the hardest ROM hacks around. They have an increased level of difficulty. They incorporate a ton of different Pokemon. They've got every Pokemon in existence, but I think it's up to Gen 5. I don't think it actually goes beyond that. And then there's mutations to Pokemon. There's new changes, attacks, abilities. They have different ability stats, movesets. It's an alternative universe. And if you guys remember, we actually did Volt White 2 a couple years back, and this game I think is actually harder. It incorporates a lot of double battles and things of that nature, and I think it's gonna make for quite a fun experience as we experience Unova. And I haven't played Unova from Black and White 1 in a really, really long time. So there's gonna be some things that are pretty fresh to me, and we're gonna have just a unique situation in general because of the way the eggs are going to work. So I'm gonna give you guys kind of a quick rundown on how the rule set is gonna work for this. And then at the second half of this video, I'm gonna show you guys exactly what you need to do to ultimately send me eggs. So as I've mentioned, this is a Hardcore Nuzlocke, right? So very simply put, I'm gonna catch the first Pokemon in every route, but then that's gonna be essentially traded for an egg that you guys will send. I can't use potions. There's no potions, there's no revives, not in battle anyway, obviously. No revives in general. If a Pokemon faints, I get rid of it. There's gonna be a dupe clause, so if I hatch the same Pokemon multiple times, I will only use one rendition of that Pokemon. And there's gonna be a level cap as well, so no potions in battle and a level cap. So we'll set the level cap to the highest level of the boss fight, which is the gym leader or the rival battle or whatever, and I can't go above that. So that's gonna make the gameplay even more challenging as we work our way through this very difficult version of the game. So show some love, man. Hit that like button down below. I want to see you guys go so hard on this brand new series. Make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss the episodes, and make sure you guys have those notifications turned on again so you just don't miss out, because this is going to be a really, really cool series. It's going to be a challenge for sure, and we're going to have some crazy eggs. And when it comes to the eggs, I'm going to talk about that for a second, because the eggs are going to be anything goes. I put a poll on Twitter, and I said, do you guys want me to have legal eggs, which would be like, you know, a Magikarp with Splash, or do you want me to take eggs of anything, and you guys could just kind of have at it and give me like a Draco Meteor Magikarp? And the poll got 2,600 votes, and it was basically a tie. 50.1% said anything goes. You can see it on the screen, the tweet. And 49.9% legal eggs only. So there's no real way for me to make everyone happy here, but I've decided based on the results of the poll and my own personal thoughts, we're gonna allow anything. So I'll show you guys when I show you how to make the eggs. You could send in whatever you want. You can get really creative, really strong, really weak, defeatist, slow start, huge power, all that stuff. Just no Wonder Guard, because I feel like that's actually stupid broken. Can't do Wonder Guard, of course. So anyway, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're in for a super big treat here as we play this game, and obviously none of this stuff is gonna make a huge difference. I'm gonna grab my starter Pokemon, and then we basically get the party started, right? Like, I'm just gonna grab a starter, and then we're gonna get to town. So, you might be asking, okay, here says be sure to check the enclosed documents. Basically, and I'll give you guys the rundown here, we've got a couple things going on. I know you're probably itching to want to submit eggs. So, I guess I'm gonna take... I don't know, who do I take? I'm gonna take my boy Oshawa because he's got a new form. I know you guys are teaming to send eggs, so I just ask that you watch the entirety of this video, especially for the eggs. So, first things first, you guys know I have my own website by now, probably, aDriveLive.com. Now, on this website, I'm gonna be posting early access, so you're gonna be able to watch the videos early if you become an aDrive Army Plus member, which is just $5 a month. It's a great way to support what I do if you really like what I do. But you can become a free member as well, and you'll just get other updates. You'll get updates for videos and blog posts and giveaways. And to celebrate the launch of this new series, we're gonna do a really cool giveaway. I think you guys are really gonna dig this one. I'm gonna give away a PlayStation 5. Yes, I'm gonna give away a brand new PlayStation 5 to one lucky person. All you gotta do is make an account, sign up, make an account, a free member on aDriveLive.com, and you'll have a chance to win. If you become a Plus member, which is again the $5, it helps out a ton, you'll have 5 times the chance to win, essentially, so a big thank you to that. Now, I know I'm gonna make some people a little sad, so like I said, go sign up. That's straightforward. You want to sign up because you just get a chance to win regardless. Like, why would you not want a chance to win a PlayStation 5? It takes legit a minute to sign up for my website. I am gonna make some people a little sad right now. I got a female starter. Because the eggs are going to be from aDrive Army Plus members. So you do have to be a Plus member to send an egg. And I know you might be like, well, aDrive, that's not fair. I can't, support with the $5. I want to send an egg. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. I can only accept so many eggs. So this is more of a thank you to those who could be a Plus member as opposed to me trying to close the door or shut you guys out. Like, that's not what I want at all. But you have to realize I can only fill so many boxes. I can only get a few hundred eggs realistically that are going to be even feasibly open in the first place. If I said, hey, anyone can submit an egg, I would legitimately get thousands of eggs, right? So
not a great plan.
It's a way for me to kind of limit the amount of eggs I get, but also thank those people who are able to go above and beyond and become a Plus member. So no pressure if you can't. The series is gonna be free to watch regardless. You could watch the whole series and enjoy it. And the entertainment is free, so have no fear. So like I said, make an account. Make sure you guys enter for free to get a chance to win a PlayStation 5. And again, if you have the ability and you wanna support, you can throw down and become a Plus member. It's just the $5 a month, and you'll also have an opportunity to submit an egg. So check the website if you become a Plus member, because as soon as this video goes up, there will be a Plus member only post that will explain the email address that you're gonna want to send the eggs to. And that's really what that's how you're gonna know. And I'll have like the files and everything included there. I'm gonna include the tutorial in this video so that way people are fully aware. So that's the rundown, that's the deal. I'm gonna get through this Charon battle and then I'm gonna give you guys the breakdown, the tutorial on exactly what you need to do to ultimately submit your eggs. It's very easy, it should take you less than 2 to 3 minutes per egg. But I'll tell you guys a little bit of kind of what I'm looking for with these eggs. Ultimately, there's gonna be people who are gonna wanna send me Motham. There's gonna be people who are gonna wanna send me like broken stuff like Victini and whatever. And the choice is gonna be yours. I just ask that you think about that and that you try to come up with something cool, something unique, something good, maybe something bad. You control me, you can bring me the heat. That's really gonna be up to you. The only rule I'm gonna really have is no Wonder Guard. That's gonna be really it. Also no EVs. I don't want you guys to buff the Pokemon up with EVs, and they have to hatch at level 1. Otherwise, like, I won't be able to use them anyway if they're too strong because of level caps and stuff. So it should be pretty straightforward, but I'm gonna go through all the settings, explain how to use PK Hex, which is the program you'll utilize to send the eggs. You'll essentially use this program, PK Hex. You'll create an egg, you'll save the file, and you'll send me the file, and then I'll just throw it in my save. And then I'll have all your eggs, and you guys can nickname them and all that other stuff. So it should be a lot of fun, man. I'm really looking forward to this, and I think it's gonna be a blast in the series because each egg could be so good, so bad. One thing I do want to mention though, like let's say you take a Magikarp, for example, and you give it huge power. Sounds funny, right? When it evolves, it's gonna revert back to its other ability. Just remember that, right? It's gonna revert back to its other ability. So I'm actually gonna create my save file now, and this is actually as far as I'm gonna go in the game. I'll pick up on the next episode with kind of the gameplay itself, but you know, it's gonna evolve and go back to whatever the game designates its ability as. So just keep that in mind, right? You could give me a Gyarados and an egg if you want, and then the problem is solved, but just a note. And if you want to keep things legal, by all means, right? I think there'll probably be a mix of some troll stuff, some really good stuff, some average stuff, and I think that'll make for the gameplay to be really, really entertaining and a lot of fun and just a bunch of surprises. The game's gonna be hard, so I'll need the help. But let me shift gears. Let me swap over to show you guys exactly how to create the eggs so you can send them to me. Again, this is for aDrive Army Plus members, so if you can't be a Plus member, at the very least, make an account on the website. You'll get updates about the series and you'll have a chance to win a PlayStation 5. Just takes a few minutes. Thank you guys so much. I'm sure some people are gonna drop off here, but that's okay. Like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and keep an eye out for the first episode, the actual episode of our brand new Pokemon Blaze Black Hardcore Egglocke. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let me shift over and I'll teach you guys how to send your eggs. Okay, so once you guys go to aDrive Live, if you're a Plus member, you're gonna see a download link to a Google Drive file. That's gonna give you access to what's in this folder here. And I'm also going to give you an email address that you can utilize to email me your eggs, and that's how you're gonna do this. This shouldn't take too long, so I'll explain everything. There's a few things in here like level up changes and Pokemon changes that might give you some ideas or inspiration in terms of some types and some different abilities and things of that nature if you want to keep the Pokemon eggs relatively legal. However, like I said, you do have the freedom to kind of do whatever you choose to do, with the exception of Wonder Guard, because that's really the one ability that I think is just stupid broken. I've also got a template in here that'll give you an egg template essentially, and I've also got this DSV file, which is going to be your save file. So I'll show you guys exactly what to do. The program you're gonna be utilizing is called PK Hex, and you'll see it in this folder. You're gonna wanna click this application, but don't do that, okay? Because I'll explain why. First things first, PK Hex may give you a warning on your computer that say that this file is not trusted or known by your computer. You're welcome to do a virus scan, but I don't anticipate any issues. It's just that it's not a known developer, but tons of people, hundreds, probably thousands and thousands of people have used PK Hex with no issues at all, and it's by someone who's a pretty trusted member in the community, so you should be able to move forward without any issues. But again, feel free to virus scan it if you don't believe me. Trust me, if anyone's vigilant about this stuff, it's me, but you're pretty safe to go. Now, I created this file called PK Hacks, which is a batch file. This is going to allow you to do what's called creating illegal eggs. You're gonna see illegal mode activated, please behave. Now, you have to do that special kind of illegal mode to generate the eggs for this. If you don't want to do the illegal mode, you would just open up PK Hex and you can essentially delete this batch file. But some things may be a little different depending on that. So now that you have PK Hex open, this is the program that you're going to utilize. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm essentially going to drag this DSV save file into PK Hex. That's going to tell PK Hex that I'm playing basically Pokemon Black and White, or Pokemon, you know, Blaze Black or whatever. And you can see this is the save file. It was just one I was testing earlier with a Tepig and a Genesect and the Shiny Genesect and things of that nature. Then what you want to do is you're going to want to grab the egg template file, which I have located right here. You guys will see egg template. That's going to be the file that you'll utilize as your starting point. And I just threw it in here. It's just a Tepig egg, right? It's just throwing it in my box. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click view, and it's going to give me this Pokemon now. And here's where the fun starts. You can do things like turn it into a shiny or not a shiny. That's up to you. Send me shinies. I love shinies. Send me shinies if you want. That's entirely up to you. You can choose your species. Anything goes. Just keep in mind that if you want to make something funky with a different ability, if it does evolve, you know, obviously it's going to change its ability. But if you want to send me like a Stoutland in an egg, I'm not stopping you, man. We voted for chaos, so by all means, that's entirely up to you. I think that it will obviously make some of the beginning of the game a little easier, but ultimately things will catch up towards the end regardless of what you send. You can also feel free to troll me. You can send me a Darkrai with slow start if you're really feeling fancy. And then you have the opportunity to nickname it. I will be able to see your nickname, so if you choose a nickname, as long as it's appropriate, I will name the egg after you. If your name is like Charizard Fan 17 and you're a Plus member and you want me to name the Pokemon after you, by all means, type it in here. You could put Charizard Fan 17 and it doesn't fit, but if I see it, I'll nickname it. Otherwise, I'll make it myself. Keep the experience to 0 and the level to 1. That way we don't end up with over-leveled eggs. I won't be able to use them, and you'll have the freedom to choose your nature if you'd like. Careful, calm, etc. From there, you can choose a held item. Yes, if you want to give me held items on these eggs, it does work, believe it or not. You can send me whatever you would like. An earth plate, whatever it is. You can give me choice bands, choice scarves, Eviolites, whatever it is. You give me life orbs, whatever you're feeling, berries. Get creative with it. Just remember, you want to stand out. You don't want to just send the same thing everyone else is going to send. Of course, I'm going to say this, and then I'm not going to get any bug-type Pokemon. So just do whatever you think is best, whatever you want to represent you. And then from there, you have the free reign of all of the abilities to choose, obviously, that are going to be coded into the game. So you're welcome to choose any of these abilities except for Wonder Guard, and you can come up with some fun stuff, man. You can do like, I don't know, you know, Snow Warning and give me a Blizzard Pokemon, like things like that. You're welcome to mess around with that. And then hatch counter, keep that at 0. The eggs should hatch immediately for me. And then you'll have the opportunity to obviously keep this as is egg, keep the language to English, and you can put End Sparkle on it, which is a cool like little effect that happens when you send the Pokemon into battle. Feel free to choose that if you want. For Met Location, you can keep everything the same here. The only thing is, if you want to choose a cool Pokeball to put it in, you're welcome to do so. You can swap it to a Moon Ball or a Premier Ball or whatever you wish. That's ultimately fine. Everything else is fine. I mean, you could choose the Fateful Encounter, but it's not really necessary. All of this other stuff is pretty straightforward. In terms of stats, you can choose to keep the IVs at 31, which is a perfect Pokemon, or you control me and set them all to 0. It's up to you. You can make something have really good IVs in one section, you can randomize, you can do whatever you want. Just keep the EVs blank, all right? That's the one thing I ask, is keep the EVs blank, because if you give me something with like a lot of EVs, it's gonna be too much, I think. It's gonna be too much. So keep this field blank. Don't randomize the EVs, but if you want to randomize the IVs or just set them all to 31, by all means. From there, you can choose its attacks, and this is where things get really fun. You can give me a Tail Glow Pokemon, you can give me Techno Blast, you can give me Stealth Rock, Spatial Ren, whatever you want. If you want to give me a Bidoof with Sky Uppercut, the choice is yours. You could also just choose to leave this blank and just let the game kind of play out however it so plays out. And then from there, this stuff doesn't really matter. The OT, it's gonna hatch once I hatch it regardless, so it'll change to my OT, so that doesn't really matter. If you wanna give it some ribbons, I guess you can get fancy, but probably not really necessary. So again, you could come up with all sorts of stuff, like a Magikarp with Draco Meteor and Contrary, or a Defeatist Arceus. Whatever your heart desires, the choice is yours. Once you have decided your Pokemon and you feel confident about it, you can see it doesn't take very long. You're going to click File, and you're going to save Pokemon. You're gonna save Pokemon. And you're gonna see it's gonna pop up with this Pokemon, 491 Charizard F, and it's gonna give me this decrypted PKM file. I will save that just randomly right here for now, and you're gonna see it pop up on this folder, this guy right here. This is the file you will email to me. That is it. All you send me is this PK5 file, 1 egg per person, 1 kilobyte. Anything bigger than that, if it's a bigger file or anything, we're just deleting your email and blocking the email address. So don't get sketchy with it, all right? And I'm not opening the emails, it's a buddy of mine, so don't hack him or give him a virus, all right? Be nice. So send this one file, the PK5 file, that's all you're gonna attach to your email, and you'll send it to the email specified in the aDrive Live Army Plus post that you guys will see. So that's pretty much that. I want you guys to have a blast and have fun doing this, because I think you guys are gonna have so much fun coming up with cool ideas, funky Pokemon, whatever it may be, and making them crazy for me. And I'm very much so looking forward to what you guys send. So thank you very much. And that's that. That's all you guys need to do to send me your eggs. So I look forward to getting them all and starting this brand new series, the Pokemon Blaze Black Hardcore Egglocke. Thank you guys again. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to sign up at aDrive Army or aDriveLive.com. Become an aDrive Army member or an aDrive Army Plus member for a chance to win a PlayStation 5. And of course, the Plus members have the chance to send in that egg. Obviously, I can't promise that every egg will be used, but I think that I'll probably get to most of them, or at least see most of them. And we'll probably do like a big hatchathon regardless when the end of the series happens. So thank you so much for your love and support. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of Pokemon Blaze Black. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.